I don't want to ruin this one this time. The blue waffles always come and lie. I don't want to ruin this song this time, so I'm gonna stop right now. What's up, everybody? Here's a video from Delaware Defender that I saw on Ybor Rob's channel. I'm going to put the links to both of them in the description. Delaware Defender is on public property recording. Delaware Defender is doing amazing work. Please subscribe to him. Tell him I sent you. I'm going to be interrupting. If you don't want to hear me, go watch this on Delaware Defender's channel. See how that works? You're on John Felix's channel now. If you don't want to hear John Felix, you go to Delaware Defender's channel and watch it on his channel. In the meantime, I'm going to be interrupting and asserting my opinion. And if you don't like it, get the F out. So he's outside recording something. An extremely ignorant donut operator graduate comes up and starts making up laws because he doesn't know the law. Delaware Defender knows the law. The cop doesn't know the law, but doubles down on his ignorance like most cops do because they can never be wrong in their opinions. The funny thing is they double down on things they actually have never looked up themselves.
Yeah, police on scene. Perfect. Hey, sir, how are you? What's going on, man? I didn't think you guys were coming out. It took a while. Yeah. It's all good. They called. The security called. Yeah, I told him. He just told me not to film, and I told him I'm not on your property, so. Do you mind if I ask what you're filming for? Oh, I'm just doing a little news story. I'm a journalist. Okay, all right. That's all. You work for any specific company? No, I'm just independent. Okay. Do you have any ID on you or anything?
Do you care to surrender your Fourth Amendment? That's what they're saying when they ask for ID when you haven't done anything wrong. Hey, would you mind surrendering your Fourth Amendment right?
Okay, what's your first last name? Oh, I'm not going to ID. I'm just out here filming, dude. I'm sorry? I'm not going to ID. I'm just out here filming. Okay, well, public property. I'm not trespassing. Okay, you're not in any trouble. I know, okay. I know.
Look. I know what you're talking about, but I have the costume and the guns.
I'm not going to ID. Because I'm not in any trouble. Exactly. You don't have to be in trouble for me to ID, though. Well, that's what type.
Yeah, you have to have, is, or about to be committing a crime, or an infraction, or some kind of nonsense that they create.
1902 says Delaware. You don't have.
I'm rewinding because watch how Delaware Defender cites the law verbatim and the cop still says no. So Delaware Defender's obviously read the law, has memorized it, and can cite it verbatim. Meanwhile, the law enforcement officer keeps saying that the way he's saying it is right when it's 100% wrong, and anybody who watches these videos knows it.
Be in trouble for me ID, though. Well, that's what Title 11, 1902 says in Delaware. You know, you either have some kind of crime that you suspect me of, and you just don't run into any trouble. So you just cross that whole get my ID thing.
And then he switches to, are you from around here? And then he hangs his head Kung Lao. And when I say Kung Lao, I mean because he looks like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat with that stupid flying saucer hat on. Hey, dude, why don't you wear a sombrero to do your job? It's like the more stupid they look and the funnier the hat, it feels like it gives them more authority.
I don't want to do the whole... I know, I don't want to talk to you at all. Are you detaining me here? Technically, you're not free to go. Okay.
Technically, you're not free to go, even though I've witnessed no crime, and no crime has been committed, and he's not required to ID. So the cop is detaining him because of his own ignorance on the law.
So I am detained. Okay. All right. So, like I said, the security officer told they were just concerned because you were videoing. That's all. Okay. I thought you were law enforcement, not feelings enforcement out here. You know, their feelings don't trump what I can do. I can't hear you. Their feelings don't trump what I can do. You're not feelings enforcement. You're law enforcement. Okay. The law says I can video from public property. I understand that. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. Okay. Perfect. But I am allowed to verify who you are. Just
no, you're not. Stupid. You're not allowed to verify who he is. And the only reason they want to know who you are is in the hopes that there's something they can kidnap you for.
You don't have any warrants or anything like that, okay? I'm not going to do that. So Okay, well, if we need to escalate, that's fine. If you want to get a supervisor, I'll wait. Okay, my supervisor's actually on his way. I'll let you talk to him a little bit more. So, is there any reason?
I haven't seen past this, by the way.
Why you don't want to provide any identification? I want to be anonymous.
Because the 4th Amendment lets me be secure in my person's house's papers and effects. And you swore to protect that right. Dummy.
That's the whole point. Okay. All right. That's all it is. I'm just trying to do a news story. I'm an investigative news journalist. If I tell everybody who I am, what I'm doing, everybody gonna know. What's the point of coming out here? You know, you gotta come out to the source. They got a lot. They just got approved for like a COVID, vaccine. I'm just working on a little news story about it. I don't see why y'all need to heart me for who I am and what I'm not. No one's harping you. It's part of our job. We ID people when we get close. I know.
No, actually, it's not part of your job. You've decided to make it part of your job so you can get more arrests, so you can create more stats, so you can create more revenue for the state, so you can imprison more people in private prisons. Your job is to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and not enforce victimless crimes. Outside of that, you're lying and you're a scumbag and you're a donut operator.
I'm just engaged in free class out here. That's all. So you can be as cooperative as you want, but at the end of the day, we're still allowed to ID you. That's all. That's fine. Well, at this point.
No, you're not allowed to ID him because he didn't do anything. He cited the law to you verbatim. Again, this is what pisses me off about ignorant, no brain having policemen with zero critical thinking ability. We do this to people all the time and they let us. Therefore, we can do it to you. I'm not going to go read the actual law and see what it says. And you citing it verbatim is not going to help me any. I am completely and thoroughly brainwashed like a Scientologist. Except it's bluology or bluentology instead of Scientology.
I'm detained, so I'm just never not going to speak anymore at this point. Okay. What's up, buddy? What's up, man? We just got called here from the guard check. Yeah, that's cool. I know. I told him to. He's hollering at me not to film, so I said, I'm not on your property. There's nothing you can do about it. Call the police. They'll tell you the same thing. So I was hoping you'd come out here and educate them and tell me to have a nice day, but your officer here is harping me for my ID. So I'm not real happy about it. So I don't know what you want to do about it. You said you're the supervisor. Yep. So, look, we're obviously not trying to give you a hard time about the whole situation. Yeah, exactly. That's like
except that we're giving you a hard time. Again, blutology right here. Blue speak. Cop-splaining. We're not trying to give you a hard time, but we're detaining you unlawfully and claiming that you have to do something that the Bill of Rights claims that you don't have to do. But we're not giving you a hard time.
I'm doing my job out here. I'm not here doing my job. I understand. I don't want to be held up anymore. I understand, but well, you technically are right now. I just need your ID. Okay.
No, you don't.
I don't have it on me. I'm not going to give anything. Okay, so I'm just going to try to explain something to you. Okay? I just told you. You giving us your information, we're not going to give it out to anybody, okay? This whole incident is documented.
He doesn't want you to have it, dummy. We're not going to give it out to anybody. You're the person that we don't trust. We're not going to give it out to anybody. We don't want you to have it, dummy. You're the problem in this country. You're the one escalating this. You're the one trying to hem us up. You're the one violating the 4th Amendment and claiming that we have to ID when we don't, when we clearly have the right to be secure in our person's house's papers and effects, unless some type of crime is committed. How can you be law enforcement and not know the law? It's like me being a chef and not knowing my recipes. Yeah, you ordered a pizza. Here's some angel hair pasta. We have the right to serve you angel hair pasta. Look at my costume.
Would you just listen to me for once? I don't want to listen to you. I want to be free on my way to do what I want to do. You can still be if you let us do our job, though.
You can still be free if you let us not let you be free. If you let us do our job and violate your rights, then you can be free.
All I'm doing. You can still be if you let us do our job, though. This is preventing you from doing what you want to do, though. So
no, stupid. You're preventing him from doing what he wants to do by telling him he's detained while you're armed. Are you stupid or what? You're the one impeding his freedom right now. You're not going to blame him for impeding his own freedom. God, police are so stupid.
We could be out of your hair if you gave us your ID. I want to turn around and go back to what I was doing. Okay, that's fair. So do we. I'm not stopping.
Then go do it, dummy.
You guys, I'm not detaining you. So much like you want us to educate the other individual, we're going to. That's great. Now's the time for us to educate you. Okay. So okay, let's hear it, man. Let's hear it. All right. So
when it comes to
this is a good one. This is a good
when it comes to stopping somebody, right? Suspicious
Title
person.
11, 1902. I know the code. So I know the code verbatim.
So are you aware of the basic things that you have to provide a police officer when
they said when you either have to think I'm committing, I'm about to commit, or I have committed a crime. He's already told me I've done nothing wrong. So you don't have that.
Derp! You stupid ass. You're the supervisor and you don't know the law. He's educating you. He cited the law you're supposed to know verbatim, and you're going to educate him, moron? This is basic civics.
So I have no obligation to give you anything. That's the problem here, is you have no suspicion of me breaking any laws. He's already stated that on camera.
Yeah.
So there's no need to go push any further with this. You guys are escalating this into trying to violate my rights and my Fourth Amendment to get my ID. And
That's exactly what they're trying to do. Good job, dude.
trying to tell me you have to get my ID. You don't have to get my ID unless I'm breaking the law. That's how it works.
Okay.
So if we're gonna keep doing this, that's fine. I'm not gonna ID. So where do you want to go from here?
Well, obviously we would really enjoy a consensual conversation about that, but
There's nothing consensual about this encounter, dummy. You're holding him there under threat and duress. That's what detain means. He's under threat of physical force and violence if he attempts to continue on with his freedom.
It's already gone too far. We're detained at this point. It's not under consensual. So I don't know what to tell you.
do you have any warrants or anything like
I
that?
have nothing. Yeah. So then all we have to do is verify that and be on it.
Exact. Now he just admitted. Now they're just admitting why they're detaining him. So they're unlawfully detaining him in the hopes that he doesn't know the ID law in the Fourth Amendment, which most people don't. In the hopes that he'll surrender his Fourth Amendment by handing over his details and information. In the hopes that there's some type of warrant or something for him that they can remove him from there because they don't like cameras. And anyone that wears costumes and guns for some reason doesn't like cameras. They're not Americans.
Great, it's great. I'm not going to help you do that. If you want to try and figure that out, I'm not going to help you with your investigation.
Would want to prolong this.
Well, it's just looking better.
You're prolonging it, dummy, not him. You're the one who created the detention and continues on with the unlawful detention. Again, this is the rapist mentality where you blame your rape victim for looking too hot or not just giving up sex voluntarily. Holy crap, police are trained like rapists.
Better. This is terrible. I do this all over Delaware. Most people don't even come out and talk to me. They just leave me alone. You guys are out here harping for my
I
ID.
can't speak for your other instances or whatever. We were called out here for a legitimate reason, okay?
It doesn't matter.
It's not legitimate. He's in public filming. How's that a legitimate reason to have police response? Filming in public is not a legitimate thing for police to respond to. When they make the call, you say, he's just filming? Yes. Well, that's legal. Call us when he does something that's dangerous or illegal. We're not going to waste taxpayer money on cameramen.
Allowed, it does matter. We're allowed to identify who you are.
No, you're not. He cited the law to you over and over.
So if someone's riding a bicycle and someone calls on, you can just stop them and ID them because someone called on them?
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
What's your name and badge number, sir? D.S. Milner?
Yep.
What's your badge number?
1088.
Woo! Yeah, this is great stuff. Just stop anybody and ID them. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You can stop and ID anybody you want because you got a call. That sounds pretty terrible. Look, you guys think that way. Are you his supervisor?
Oh, time to call off the dumb dog because this guy knows what he's talking about. And then he's going to stand there with his ego stance.
Are you his direct supervisor?
Well, basically I'm the ranking person.
What's your officer name, sir?
D4.
D4.
Yes, sir. Look.
Good one.
What?
I don't know why we're still here. I told you exactly what I'm doing. I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content. I'm on public property. I've never entered the property once. I'm not trespassing. I'm not loitering. I'm breaking no laws. Why are we still here? You're law enforcement.
That's true.
Let's enforce the law
Exactly.
here.
So look, I'm just talking to you, man.
I don't want to talk anymore. I already told you that. I want to go back to doing my job. Like, you guys should be going back to yours too. You're here not doing anything. You're harassing a law-abiding citizen right now.
Okay.
I'm not breaking any laws. We already established that.
So you never step foot on their property?
Never
anything
once.
like
I
that?
got the whole... I'm still
Oh, now you're investigating?
filming the whole time. 2 cameras.
See, now he's asking questions about if he was on the property or not. This is what they should have done at first. but they're trained to have the rapist mentality that you have to give me something I'm not entitled to, or else I'm going to use force against you and threats of violence. If that's not the rapist mentality, I don't know what is. Here's your people, donut operator. Don't know the law. They get paid tens of thousands of dollars to enforce.
You know why he called specifically?
He came out to me and told me I can't film, and then he went back in there. I guess he called somebody, and then he came back out again and said I can't film. I said, dude, I don't want to argue with you. I said, I'm not going on your property. I haven't been on it. I'm not on it. This is public. This is the police's job. Call them because you can't enforce anything on public. I said, if you don't like it, then call them. And I didn't know if he did or not. It's been a while since I said that. I was getting ready to leave. That's why I was going back here once more to get some shots, and I was about out of here. And I was like, holy shit, they showed up on me. I didn't want you chasing me around, so I was kind of waiting for you. You know, I didn't want to just run away. I'm not hiding anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
So you wanted us to come out here?
Not really, but when he said that, I wanted to wait for you guys to come. I'm not going to be around town and have you guys chasing after me.
Someone at the police station took the phone call
Yeah, it's
and just
great.
responded out here. So.
Well, I mean, when you get out here, you see that, hey, some guys just taking pictures in public. He's good to go. He's not doing anything wrong.
No, they can't just see that someone's a law-abiding citizen and leave them alone. They're not trained that way. They're trained to accost, badger, harass law-abiding citizens, to surrender their rights under the Bill of Rights, and to try to find something to kidnap them for. That's how cops are trained. It's as plain as day. There's over 10,000 videos proving it. Anyone who doesn't know this has done zero research. Period. If you don't know what's going on, it's like people who talk about guns. Guns this, guns that, guns this. Never seen a gun in real life, never touched a gun in real life, have zero clue between the difference between a revolver, a semi-auto, a mag, a clip, etc., but they want to tell the rest of the country what they can do with their guns. It's the same thing about bootlickers who say things about police. Here's two police right here. One's a supervisor, one's an idiot, and neither one of them know the law. The cameraman knows the law verbatim, and they still harass him. This is sick. This is police culture 101.
Around. You don't even have to come forward. I get it if you want to. That's great. I don't mind you coming and talking. I tell you what I'm doing, but as soon as we try to escalate to, we're going to get your ID, it becomes an issue.
I asked for ID.
Okay, I'm not going to.
Now he's saying he asked for ID. He demanded ID over and over and said he had the right to get it from him. He's lying and backpedaling. Typical scumbag pig.
Fine, dude. You told me we don't have the right.
Semantics game. That's what you're doing.
It's fine. We'll play it back, man. It's fine.
Here's the deal. Obviously,
Here's the deal. Another thing corrupt cops say.
What was said?
here's the deal. Can I just call you friend since you don't want to
Yeah,
get
that's fine. It's cool.
So here's the deal, friend. Obviously, since in just conversation, we've been able to articulate that obviously no crimes have occurred, okay?
Now that he's destroyed you and shown that you're two morons who don't know the law, now you're going to cop-splain your way out of this.
You're correct, okay? We don't need to push the envelope any further, okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because you're 100% wrong and you would lose in court. So now you're backpedaling. Scumbag.
You're not detained. We're just having consensual
Oh, now he's not detained. And now you're claiming it's consensual. He already told you he was detained. The other cop said he was detained unlawfully. And he already told you it wasn't consensual. You're a scumbag. Now you're trying to cover your ass.
conversation.
All right, that's fine, man.
All right. Look, obviously, we're not out here to give you a hard time. We're
Another lie. Yes, you are. You're giving him a hard time right now.
genuinely not,
I get it, yeah.
okay? The only reason we were out here is because we're called out here, okay?
It doesn't matter. Learn how to handle calls better. Oh, there's a man with a camera standing on the public easement. Sorry, we're not going to waste taxpayer money for a lawful activity. If you said there's a man walking down the street eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, would you still respond to that? They're both just as legal. They're both legal activities. You wouldn't come for one, you shouldn't come for the other.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world. They don't know.
Cop-splaining, this day and age, garbage, propaganda, BS, covering his ass, liar, piece of garbage. Here's the deal.
He's sitting in a shack.
It's strange. I get it.
He's sitting in a shack and he sees some dude with cool equipment walking around. And he's probably like, "What in the heck is going
Yeah,
on?"
I get it. Yeah, but they're a big company. They got a lot going on. So a lot of people
It's a camera.
want to know about it. I'm just out here getting pictures of signs so I can put it in like a story or something like that. Getting videos, like see if they have any cars with his labels on them. Something like that. So they're out here trying to get some shots.
The other pig's being silent now that he completely lied about the ID over and over and over and over again. You know that every person this guy goes up to, he browbeats them and intimidates them into surrendering their Fourth Amendment right. This is scum of the earth right here.
That's all, man.
Okay, look, speak up, okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't mind when they go. I'd rather you guys come out here and educate them. That way, if it goes away, they can go back to doing their job. I can go back to doing my job. Everybody's cool, you know? So when they come out here saying something.
I thought the sergeant said he was going to educate the cameraman, Delaware Defender, earlier. What happened? Right in the middle of your education, he educated you by citing the law verbatim and the laws that you're breaking. And then all of a sudden, you started backpedaling hard.
That's why I tell them, call the police. It's fine. I don't mind dealing with you guys. Most people come out and they tell them what's going on. Hey, he's allowed to do it. Don't worry about it. That's the end of the day. Have a nice day. That's what I look for. I don't, there's no need for my name. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay. Well, look, at the end of the day, I agree with you. Okay? I do. And that's why I'm not...
I agree with you. That's why I was trying to get you to surrender your rights and told you I was going to educate you, and it backfired hard.
It's the law, though. That's why.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Obviously, there's nothing that we can articulate that's going on.
I don't think so. Okay? I hope not.
Then why did he get detained, punk?
So, look, friends, since again I don't know your name,
Yes, sir.
okay, I wish you nothing but the best.
I appreciate
Okay?
it.
Now, obviously, in the future, if somebody were to call and there was something that we could articulate, we would definitely need.
In the future, that's a threat. So again, this is Delaware Defender, and I saw it on Ybor Rob's channel. Subscribe to both of them. I'll put them in the description. YouTube won't let me monetize this type of video for some reason, so please hit up my coin ring shop on Etsy, John's Coin Rings on Etsy. John's Coin Rings on Etsy. You'll see my beautiful eyebrows in the picture there, and then order yourself a nice ring for Christmas. I'm about to go make about 6 of them right now. All right, everyone. Peace and tranquility. See you later. Bye.